outing, and several times during the course of the fight we heard Al and Alex Wallo refer to the fight in which he won the title, and that was back in July, last July 12th to be exact. It was at the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia, and he took the title from Dwight Mohammed Qawi. We're going to go back and pick up that action. The commentators there were Al Trautwig and Alex Wallo. Here it is, July 12th, the Omni, Atlanta, Georgia, last July 12th.
I'm Al Trautwig along with Alex Wallo. The bell rings, and this is round one. Scheduled to go 15 for the junior heavyweight title that belongs, at least for the moment, to Dwight Mohammed Qawi. Here in Georgia, the scoring is done on the 10-point must system. The winner of each round must receive 10 points, the loser 9 or less. Scoring is done by 3 judges with a non-scoring referee who in this case is Vinny Raynon. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect, and the fight will be ruled a knockout if 3 knockdowns occur. Also, the standing 8 count is in effect, as is the mandatory 8 count. The crowd very lively, and Alex, we haven't heard any of your early strategy. How about it?
You just saw Holyfield. He is devastating right now. He is just outspeeding the champion. He's doing everything he has to do. He's got that 6-inch reach advantage, and he's got the 6-inch height advantage. And Evander just has to find the range where he can reach Qawi, but Qawi cannot reach him. On Dwight's part, he cannot change at age 33. He's just going to put on relentless pressure. Unlike most fighters who are coming in all the time out, Qawi is a good defensive fighter. He covers well. He bobs, he weaves. Evander must use that jab to try to pierce that defensive shell. And he's doing that very well right now.
Hard left off the forehead of Qawi, so difficult to penetrate his defenses, but right now, grimacing. Holyfield trying to penetrate with the left.
Right now, the biggest difference is the reach and the speed. Evander is just quicker than Dwight. Both fighters are light heavyweights. Evander outgrew that division. I think Dwight ate himself out of that division. I think he's carrying excess poundage, and that has to hurt his reflexes and his speed.
And yet he still thinks he can go up to the heavyweight division.
If he gets by this fight, that's a very big if.
This is the division that the WBC and IBF call the Cruiserwt division. Holyfield in the white trunks with blue trim. Dwight Mohammed Qawi, once more well known as the Camden Buzzsaw, in the white trunks with red trim. A good left-right combination to the head of Qawi.
But you have to watch very closely with Dwight Mohammed Qawi because he does block an awful lot of punches. And right now, Evander is getting through often.
A wild right after a good left-right combination. Lots of noise in the Omni right now. Watch Qawi stalking, constantly moving forward. If he ever takes a step back, you'll know that he's in early trouble.
Evander right now is making a little bit of a mistake in the closing seconds here. He's backing straight up. He should be moving from side to side. Stay within punching range. There, he moves to his right, away from the Qawi right hand.
We're watching the WBA Junior Heavyweight Championship bout between Qawi and Holyfield, and it's off to a great start. We'll be back.
Once again from our studio in New York. If you weren't with us a few moments ago, Evander Holyfield defeated his WBA junior heavyweight opponent today, Henry Tillman, retaining his title to remain undefeated with 14 straight. He won by a technical knockout at 1:43 of the 7th round. We have also been watching the fight in which Evander Holyfield won that title. It was back in July. He defeated Dwight Mohammed Qawi. It was one of the better fights of the year. You saw the first round a few moments ago. Right now, we are going to rejoin that fight, round 13.
We enter round 13, which means we have a maximum of 3 to go. Alex, how would you summarize the 12 we've seen so far?
I think Evander has just had a little bit more energy, a little bit more punching and combination, throw more punches and landed more. I have him ahead by 4 points at this stage. There could be a lot of people who disagree with me, especially people who give points for aggression. Dwight has done almost all of the aggression in terms of coming in throughout the fight.
And Holyfield, as he has, coming out strong in the early part of the round. Teeing off on the head of Qawi. Qawi trying to cover up. Now let's see if history repeats itself again. Will Qawi come lunging back at Holyfield, who has used up too much energy?
Yeah, of course he will. But he does not have, he's just been worn down a little bit too much right now. He just can't come back with enough to make up for what Holyfield did. Right now, Dwight's well behind in this round with a minute gone in the round.
Remember, 3 judges at ringside doing the scoring on the 10-point Musk system. Referee Vinny Raynaud does not figure.
And Vinny Raynaud is going to warn him again. He did not take a point away. I thought that he would come in and penalize Dwight for a point there, but he did not.
A point there would have really changed things for the final couple of rounds. Midway point, or thereabouts, of round 13.
Dwight's just not throwing enough punches. He's just taking time off inside. He's fighting in spurts. He's just, neither fighter is, of course, fighting all the time. It's impossible with this kind of a pace and the punches they've absorbed. But Evander is just out busying him. He's just beating to the punch.
And you notice the taunting that we saw a little bit of in the earlier rounds is completely absent.
At the end of the last round, Dwight looked at Evander to see what...
Boy, wasn't that a great look he gave him?
He gave him a look to say, what are you still doing here? Evander just calmly walked back to his corner.
Holyfield sliding away from that right nicely.
You know, we've talked a lot about how this is the only time that Evander Holyfield has been this far. Dwight has only been this far once before. That was his 15-round decision loss to Michael Spinks.
Qawi.
You hit me, I'll hit you.
And then I'll hit you again. Good combination. 2 to the chin of Qawi. Some more. His gloves have dropped.
Believe it or not, Qawi dropped his gloves. He does that to try to entice Evander into letting his hands go and trying to get some counter-punching opportunities. But he took some punishment there.
A right that looked like it just glanced off the chin of Qawi. No big damage, but there certainly was a lot behind it. And the school bell sounds, and the round is over. 2 to go. They're loving it in Atlanta.
Michael Cutler is my boy. I'm coming to get him. The talk is over. Now the action begins.
Get him, Dad!
Stallone, over the top, rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you.
Right now, the 15th round of the fight last summer, Evander Holyfield against Dwight Muhammad Qawi, where Holyfield won his WBA junior heavyweight title. It's the 15th round. It was very close. It was a brutal fight. Holyfield led on 2 cards, but the fight was still up for grabs. And let's rejoin Al Trautwig.
Final round of the WBA World Junior Heavyweight Championship of the World. Dwight Muhammad Qawi, who yesterday called Evander Holyfield mediocre, would not be saying that to us right now.
He didn't believe it either. He was just trying to psych him out. He was not able to do that. He has not been able to do that. On my scorecard, Evander Holyfield is ahead by 5 points and in control of this fight. That is, of course, unofficial. Again, Evander slips this time in Qawi's corner. He did not go down this time. Vinny Raynaud stops the clock. Orders both corners to dry him up. Each corner is just soaking his man with water and ice, trying to revive him, trying to make his man the fresher.
I see ice cubes up in the corner of Holyfield right above us here at ringside. That right snapped the jaw of Holyfield. Another left coming in from Qawi.
Both fighters are going to let it all hang out here in the 15th and final round.
Alex, do you think Qawi realizes or thinks that he is behind?
I really wouldn't want to take a guess, Al. I think he must know, but you can't tell from his style because he fights the same way all the time. He's trying to knock your head off all the time.
I was wrong. The chant is definitely holy, holy for Holyfield. It's his hometown, remember. They've watched him mature. They've watched him in the Olympic Games. Perhaps they share that disappointment with him.
He has done them very, very proud, and himself very proud today, Al.
But here's Qawi, the veteran. Does he have any tricks left?
Dwight has nothing to be ashamed of either. He has given, I think, everything he has to give. I just don't think at this age and at that weight that he can give enough to beat. In my opinion, he hasn't given enough to beat this young challenger.
Now we're approaching the final minute of the 15th and final round, but there was a stoppage to wipe off the corners.
And that time, Qawi looked at Vinny Raynaud, the referee, and asked him what he was warning him about. He didn't understand. Qawi asking Reno to warn Holyfield for holding behind the head. And Qawi landed a good left hook there. Evander may have flurried a little bit too much early in this round. He's going to have to gut the end of this round out.
Holyfield slipping again.
And give Dwight Qawi credit. He did not let a punch go when Holyfield was down. We can see Dwight head on right now. He is very tired. He is just wide open with his mouth. Could barely hold his hands up, and he backs up.
A big right that really stunned Qawi. He stuttered. But now, look at him. Still, fire left in his eyes and in some of his punches.
I think that was the experience. I think Dwight may know he has to knock him out. I think he might have thought the way to get him to come in wide open was to back up. And there's the final bell. You might be able to see from Dwight's face that he recognizes that he gave everything he had, but